Please explain to me, this is a baby thermometer for babies, for literal infants, okay? Um, I have so many questions. Why is this on here? Why is this on here?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So apparently a very popular baby brand named Frida Baby is trending for very concerning reasons. So much so that this has people removing the company's products from their baby registries. And if you've ever bought a product from them or you're thinking about buying a product from them, I urge you to watch this video because something very disturbing is going on with their marketing and it might make you too think twice about buying something from them in the future. So let's talk about it. So I wasn't even planning on filming today, but when I saw this story, I just thought, okay, I need to just hop on and talk about this because I feel like if you're not on TikTok, if you're not on social media that much, you might not be actually hearing about this. And I'm definitely curious about your take. When I heard about this, I got very sick to my stomach. It's very disturbing. So I'm going to show you the TikTok that sort of started this conversation.
Look, I don't work in marketing, so I'm certainly not an expert, but in light of everything that's going on in the US right now, maybe running an ad campaign for a rectal thermometer where you're joking about having a threesome with a baby is a bad idea.
If you didn't catch it in the video, the ad, which I believe was on Facebook, Instagram, I think it's been taken down, but it said, "This is the closest your husband's going to get to a threesome." And then it shows a rectal temperature for a baby. Not sure who thought that was okay, but the thing is, it gets worse because this isn't the first time that Frida Baby has done this type of perverse marketing. But before we get into some other things they put out there, let's read the comments on this video. Okay, so somebody said innuendos involving children are never funny and should never be tolerated. It's never, ever appropriate. And I agree. Someone said, my brain can't process this being real. Someone said, oof, even if everything going on wasn't going on, sexual jokes involving children are never funny. And then this person, and this isn't the first person that I saw, said this person said that they took 4 items off of their baby registry that they had put on there because Frida's a really popular brand, but they are taking off the stuff. And there's a TikToker named Brittany. Her account is Sip Tea with Brittany. And she kind of did a little deep dive into Frida. I'm going to link her account below if you want to check it out. But some of the stuff that she found, again, not sure who thought this was an okay idea. But one of the first things that she found is something I don't think a lot of parents are realizing when buying these products. So on a packaging that is still in stores right now, it's a 3-in-1 thermometer. And it says on the side of the packaging, how about a quickie? Yeah, how about a quickie for a children's thermometer? Who is in charge of Baby Frida or Frida Baby marketing? Who is approving this? And there's more. Okay, there's more. We're going to get some more. This is not the only thing. Again, someone on that marketing team, a bunch of someone, because of course this has multiple people who are approving this, has a very perverse mind. For example, on the side of an electric, I don't know how you would describe it other than just like it takes the snot out of kids' noses. But anyway, on the side of that box, I think it's on the side, I'm going to put a picture in it. It says, I'm a power sucker. Again, this is a tool parents use for children who are unable to blow their own noses. And we're putting on the packaging, I'm a power sucker. It gets worse. So on a different rectal thermometer, it says tush it real good. And then on the inside of their humidifier box, it says I get turned on easily. They know exactly what they're doing. This isn't people reading too much into it. You can see on the packaging how it's put, how it's marketed. This isn't like, oh, this is a really easy product. It turns on easy for parents who are tired and, what. No, they know what they're doing. And this type of marketing for them has been going on for a while. Somebody posted in the comment section on Brittany's video with a post from Frida. I believe it was on Instagram from 2021. And it says, tip to tap that. And they put a bracket around the G and then put ass. And then I brought up the post and under it says, massage it real good. Lube that ish up. I think it says wear a poncho. Are you feeling uncomfortable? Because I am. I am. This is products for babies and new moms. This isn't for adult toys. This is for stuff for babies, toddlers, and new mothers. Again, keep in mind, Frida Baby is a very popular, top recommended baby brand, and they're not cheap. Their thermometers alone are $40. I feel like when parents are looking for these type of products, if they're out at stores or they're on their registry, this brand is very well known. And if they need the item, they need the thermometer or this or that for their baby, they're probably not thinking too much about the packaging, right? They just get the items that they need, they go about their day, and I think that's why this hasn't blown up too much yet, although it is now. More people are talking about it over the last 24 hours, which is a good thing.
Now, I know people might see this and just say, oh my gosh, this is a play on words. You're overthinking this. This isn't weird at all. I think it's really weird. And the reason I say this is it's a brand that's designed for babies and mothers and postpartum products and things like that. It is all about babies, what their needs are, and what world is playing on words in an inappropriate way okay to put on baby products. It took me going on the deep dive to realize that people post about it. It's more on like forums. People are like, oh my gosh, like I've been thinking this is so weird for such a long time that they put this stuff on the boxes of their products. And I don't know, like when you really think about how disgusting our world is, like I hate it here. I hate it because I don't understand why we cross this disgusting threshold when it comes to children and babies. This is inappropriate. In my opinion, this is inappropriate.
My question is, like I already talked about, why is this type of marketing being used for baby products and for products for new mothers? This is making me feel sick to my stomach. Why are we using sexual innuendos to sell humidifiers and thermometers? And the thing is, with a company, especially at this size, these decisions, as I said earlier, they go through a lot of checks. This is a massive, massive brand. This isn't one person, this isn't a tiny little team. So many people are saying, "Yeah, that's normal. Let's do that." No one on that team is saying, "Guys, this is weird. This is disturbing. This is wrong. This is perverse." Apparently not. And I don't know about you, but that really makes me question the creators of this brand, the people on this team, this company. Why would they think this is okay? Now, of course, there's always going to be people who think differently about this. Maybe, they think I'm too sensitive, or people who are talking about this, calling it out, are too sensitive or prudes. Maybe even that's you who thinks that, and let me know what you think. But I did see some comments from people who said, who cares? It's not like the baby can read. And yeah, obviously true. But again, this is a baby product. And if your product is so good, you're charging a premium price for it. Why do you need to use this shock value marketing to sell your premium product meant for babies and moms? This type of marketing has no place in an industry that was created for the needs of children and new mothers. It's beyond gross. We need a new word for it, but anyone who thought this was okay on the Frida team is clearly deeply disturbed. When it comes to kids, there should be zero tolerance for anything that feels even remotely exploitative, whether that's inappropriate marketing, suggestive undertones, or campaigns that blur boundaries for shock value. And of course, Frida is going on a deleting spree pretending this never happened, but screenshots are there. Products that say these things on the side are still available in stores like Target. People are checking and they're still available. They're going to need a PR person on this real quick because deleting stuff is not gonna help. I just feel like this is important. It's important to show brands like this that this is not okay. It's not funny, it's not appreciated, and it's 100% not necessary. And like I said, if your product is good enough, why do you need to do things for shock value? Why do you want to have a photo of a baby? And yes, I know it's a cartoon baby, but it's still a baby getting a rectal temperature done while also talking about a threesome. To me, and again, call me a prude, in my opinion, whoever thought this was a good idea is truly a sick individual. And let's face it, it was more than one person making this come to life. But they certainly need their heads checked because this is dark, it's gross, and I am sick of children being sexualized by brands, by family vloggers, and so much more. I'm sick. I'm so sick of it, and I'm actually sick about it. Anyway, this was just a shorter video I threw together for you. I prefer to do longer videos, but I'm not gonna stretch this out just to get my watch time up. But I know a lot of you guys are parents, and a lot of you guys are not on TikTok. You're not really on social media. And I thought you should know about this so that you can make an informed decision on whether or not you want to continue using that product or whatever. Here's the information basically. But let me know what you think. Am I being too sensitive? Am I reading too much into this? Or is it about time that this dark, disturbing shit centering around children comes to an end? Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Helps a lot. Thank you guys as always for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.